Get ready for the sweetest journey ever. From gooey chocolate to fluffy cotton candy, we're unwrapping 15 amazing treats loved by kids and adults everywhere. Grab a snack because this is going to be delicious. First up is milk chocolate, the smooth, creamy treat that's the most popular chocolate in the entire world. Milk chocolate blends cocoa, sugar, and milk, and people around the globe eat over 7 million tons of it every single year. It all begins with cocoa beans, which are roasted, cracked, and ground into a rich paste, then blended with milk and sugar until it turns silky smooth and irresistible. Fun fact, chocolate was once so valuable that ancient civilizations actually used cocoa beans as a form of money to buy things. Next, meet dark chocolate, the bold and rich cousin of milk chocolate that chocolate lovers can't get enough of. Dark chocolate can contain anywhere from 50 to 100% cocoa, giving it that deep, intense, slightly bitter flavor. Unlike milk chocolate, dark chocolate uses little to no milk, just cocoa mass, cocoa butter, and sugar, giving it a stronger, more grown-up taste. Fun fact, dark chocolate contains a tiny bit of caffeine, which is why some people say it gives them a little extra energy boost. Now let's talk about white chocolate, the creamy, vanilla-flavored treat that looks nothing like its chocolate cousins. White chocolate contains 0% cocoa solids. It's made purely from cocoa butter, sugar, and milk, which is why it's so pale and sweet. Cocoa butter is gently melted and whisked together with milk solids and sugar, creating that smooth, buttery, vanilla-like flavor we all know and love. Fun fact, because it has no cocoa solids, some countries don't even legally consider white chocolate to be real chocolate at all. Bouncing in next are Gummy Bears, the chewy, fruity little friends found in candy bowls everywhere. Gummy Bears were first created back in 1922, and today factories produce over 100 million of them every single day. Gelatin, sugar, and fruity flavoring are poured into tiny bear-shaped molds, then cooled and dried until each one turns perfectly chewy and bouncy. Fun fact, the very first gummy candy wasn't shaped like a bear at all. It was actually shaped like a little dancing man. Now let's swirl into Lollipops, the classic candy on a stick that comes in every color and flavor imaginable. It can take up to 3 weeks for a giant batch of lollipop candy to fully cool, harden, and set into its shiny shape. Sugar and corn syrup are boiled into a hot liquid, colored and flavored, then twisted around a stick before it cools into that glassy, glossy treat. Fun fact, the world's largest lollipop ever made weighed thousands of pounds, about as much as a small car. Floating in next is cotton candy, the fluffy, cloud-like treat that melts the moment it touches your tongue. A giant fluffy cone of cotton candy is made using just one small spoonful of sugar spun into thousands of thin threads. Melted sugar is spun at super high speed inside a machine, turning into super thin threads that are gathered together onto a paper cone. Fun fact, cotton candy was actually invented by a dentist, which is pretty funny for such a sugary treat. Next on our list is caramel, the golden, buttery candy known for its rich, toasty sweetness. Caramel candy is cooked at temperatures reaching around 340 degrees Fahrenheit to get that perfect golden color. Sugar is slowly melted and browned, then mixed with butter and cream, creating a rich reaction that gives caramel its deep golden color and flavor. Fun fact, the browning process that gives caramel its flavor and color is called caramelization, a little bit of kitchen science magic. Up next, soft and squishy marshmallows, the fluffy white treat perfect for campfires and hot cocoa. Marshmallows were originally made from the sap of the marshmallow plant root, long before the fluffy version we enjoy today existed. Today, sugar, gelatin, and air are whipped together at high speed, turning a simple syrup into that light, pillowy, squishy texture we love. Fun fact, marshmallows puff up when roasted because tiny air pockets inside expand as they heat up over the fire. Rolling in next are jelly beans, the tiny, colorful candies packed with a rainbow of flavors. Modern jelly beans come in over 50 different flavors, ranging from classic fruit flavors to some wild and unexpected ones. A soft, chewy center is coated in layer after layer of sugary syrup through a process called panning, giving jelly beans their smooth, shiny shell. Fun fact, Jelly beans became super famous in the United States after a former president revealed they were his favorite candy of all. Twisting in next is licorice, the chewy rope candy that's been enjoyed for thousands of years. Real licorice candy gets its distinct flavor from an extract taken directly from the root of the licorice plant. Licorice extract is blended with sugar, flour, and syrup, then pushed through machines that shape it into long, chewy, twisty ropes. Fun fact, black licorice is considered one of the oldest candies in the world, enjoyed by ancient civilizations long before modern candy shops existed. Crunching in next is toffee, the buttery, crisp candy that shatters perfectly with every bite. Toffee is cooked all the way to the hard crack stage, around 300 degrees Fahrenheit, giving it that satisfying snap. Butter and sugar are cooked together slowly until deep amber, then poured flat to cool before being cracked into crunchy, bite-sized pieces. Fun fact, classic English toffee is traditionally topped with chopped nuts and a layer of chocolate for extra crunch and flavor. Melting in next is fudge, the thick, rich, creamy square that's basically a soft chocolate hug. Making perfect fudge requires very precise temperature control, since just a few degrees can turn it grainy instead of smooth. Sugar, butter, and milk are cooked together, then beaten vigorously as they cool, whipping the mixture into that dense, creamy, melt-in-your-mouth texture. Fun fact, fudge is believed to have been invented completely by accident when a batch of caramel candy simply went wrong. Next up, cool and refreshing peppermint candy, famous for its red and white swirled stripes. Peppermint candy gets its cool, refreshing kick from peppermint oil, a natural extract used in candies for hundreds of years. Hot sugar syrup is flavored with peppermint oil, split into colored batches, then pulled and twisted together into those classic candy stripes. Fun fact, candy canes were originally made completely straight and only later bent into their now famous hook shape. Sparkling in next is rock candy, the giant crunchy sugar crystals grown right on a stick. It can take about a full week for the sugar crystals in rock candy to grow large enough to harvest and enjoy. A super concentrated sugar solution is left to sit undisturbed, allowing sugar molecules to slowly cling together and form giant crunchy crystals on a string. Fun fact, rock candy is considered one of the very oldest forms of candy, with roots stretching back thousands of years in history. Last but definitely not least, chocolate truffles, the fancy, melt-in-your-mouth balls of pure chocolate luxury. Chocolate truffles are named after the fancy underground fungi they resemble, thanks to their round, slightly bumpy, cocoa-dusted shape. Chocolate and cream are melted together into a silky ganache, chilled until firm, then rolled into balls and dusted in cocoa powder or nuts. Fun fact, chocolate truffles are believed to have been first created by a French chocolatier back in the 1920s. And there you have it, 15 incredible candies and chocolates from all around the world. Which one is your favorite? Let us know down below, and subscribe for more sweet, colorful deep dives.